Here's what I want to do. I want to take a bath in my mom at the end.
Mm-hmm.
How's that? How's that for her final wish? I'll call her right now and ask her if she'll sign off on this. Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show. Welcome to Tosh Show. I'm Daniel Tosh. Eddie's over there. I'm in a foul mood.
Oh, man. Let's hear it.
I had a bit of road rage. And I want you to know that there was a time in my life where I would fly off the handle, a little quicker.
Mm-hmm.
I would fake reach for the glove compartment as if there was something in there.
Escalating it.
Those old tricks. But it's been a long time. Certainly since I've had children, I knock it off. I'm not an aggressive driver. Rarely am I speeding. I'm going to give you all the information for this bit of road rage, and that way you can tell me how much fault is mine, because certainly there was some that was mine.
Right.
Okay, here's the situation. I'm in my Rivian pickup truck, wife in the front seat, 2 children in the back. Okay? Not good to have road rage in front of your family.
Right.
Okay? Also, pretty easy to not have road rage when the old ball and chain is next to me, because she's like, knock it off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We turn onto a road that is only about a half a mile in length. The speed limit on this road is 25. There is an empty lot immediately on the driver's side. And in this empty lot, they were setting up something, an event, or something like that. So I'm rubbernecking this event, and I'm going probably 10 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this road, how long did I say it was?
Half a mile.
Half a mile at the most. And I'm going at the very beginning of it. I'm going extra slow because there's this event being set up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. I'm going 10 miles. The speed limit on the road is 25. This person gets up behind me very quickly, just starts hitting the horn, and then flies around me over double lines.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pass. And there's another car, maybe 100 feet in front of me that is probably going faster than I was, but it's not like there was just infinite room once you passed me. They aggressively fly around them. That person actually swerves over to prevent the pass.
Uh-huh.
And whatever, that they get around them and they go to the stop sign, which is less than a half a mile away. We continue on to the same stop sign. They turn to the left and they go into a hardware store. Okay, we happen to be parking right next to the hardware store that is a children's playground.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we were going.
Right.
Okay, I roll my window down and we arrive all of 8-10 seconds after they had pulled in.
So much
that
slower.
was her speed. That's what she made up.
Yep.
Okay. Now I spoiler alert. It's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Gets out of the car and flips us off.
Jeez.
Flips us off right away. So at this point, my window's down on my wife's side, and I say, "Hey, there's a lot of kids around here. Is it necessary to drive like that?" Something to that effect.
Right.
I don't say anything different than that. There's some version of that. There's a lot of kids around here. Do we have to? And she says, the speed limit's 25. Okay? Obey the laws. And I say to her, you're a horrible person. And my wife doesn't even bat an eye at what I say. I'm like, you're a horrible person.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, you're a horrible person.
Uh-oh.
And that was the end of it. How wrong was I? First of all, they were setting something up. I was looking at it for a few seconds. Yes, I was driving too slow. She's going to a hardware store and she's milling about the gardening section. And I can see this the whole time I'm at the playground. That's what she had to get to so quickly.
But she also got out and threw the bird at you right away.
Right away.
So, I mean, I feel like at that point, you're able to tell her.
Well, I was driving too slow.
Exactly. Horrible person.
Okay, but she's dressed in a very formal dress. but like not like a formal dress that you would. First of all, nobody in Malibu ever dresses nice, and she's dressed like in like 50s attire.
Okay.
Like that type of dress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm telling this story to our friends at the playground. And then she says to me, this girl that I'm telling the story to, she says, I was on the beach the other day jogging. You know, on our beach, people bring their dogs illegally, and you're allowed to. You're not allowed to. Just nobody says that you can't do it.
People are cool with it.
Okay. She was jogging on the beach, and this woman had a few dogs, and she's a dog person, and one of the dogs came up at her while she was running and nipped at her.
Ugh.
Like nipped at her leg.
Uh-huh.
And she went to the lady and said, hey, if your dogs are actually going to chase after people, you should probably leash them. And the lady replies with no hesitation, I'll leash you.
Fuck.
And I'm just like, so I'm like, what's going on? You're like, where's this story going? Well, this is my problem with Trump.
Okay.
I don't care. This is what I think has happened. People are just meaner.
Mm-hmm.
This whole like, oh, we're gonna make America great. I don't see that. What I see is people feeling justified to be super dicks and super aggressive right out the gate. Everybody feels justified by just talking horrible and being horrible. And I find it, to be honest, refreshing because it makes me look great.
You're right. By comparison, you're so calm.
I'm like, who would have thought that, I turn into the guy that's like, oh, why can't we all get along?
Guys, let's reason here.
I'll put you on a leash. Oh,
That's a wild thing to say.
now you say, how do that person easily could have voted for Kamala?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Now, the person that I had the altercation with, I can't tell you where they lie politically. My wife has seen this woman before, and she's always dressed like this.
Okay.
And she's always alone. My wife thinks she's mentally unstable.
Oh.
So if that's the case, then you know what? Let the birds fly. Yell at me in front of my children because I was driving too slow. I always drive too slow. I drive like a grandpa. That's my move. You know the number one cause of death while driving in a car is?
No.
Accidents.
Ah, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know how to greatly reduce those accidents? Get to where you're going quicker.
Ah.
Less time in the road.
You're
time,
right about that.
Less time on the road. Makes sense. Get further than that 1 mile from your home distance. But I do feel good when road rage happens and the driver is a woman. Because I'm like, okay,
yeah.
I'm not going to get dragged out of my car and pummeled to death in front of my kids.
What if you did? This lady just rips you.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool too.
That'd be cool. And also the kid's horrified.
I don't want anything bad to happen to her. But when she inevitably dies, I hope she considers the services of today's guest. Enjoy. Tosh Show. If you've ever heard someone say they know a guy who can completely dispose of a body in under 6 hours, chances are they're talking about today's guest. He's the owner of a water cremation empire in, you guessed it, Florida. Please welcome Steve.
Thanks for having me.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No, but sometimes, when it's dark and I hear a bump, I second guess that.
Well, you get nervous.
Yeah.
You get scared.
Yeah.
You grew up in Florida and you moved to Boston after college. So my question is, how racist are you?
I didn't move to Boston after college, and I'm not racist.
Okay. Wait, you didn't move to Boston?
No, I almost moved to Boston.
Oh, I thought you went to Boston. Okay. Where did you go to school?
I went to Northwestern. So I was in Chicago. It was cold. I had a job lined up in Boston, and I called the company. I was like, do you have an opening in a warmer office? Because I prefer that. And they said LA, and I've been here ever since.
And you just got to ask.
You asked.
They're like, you were about to be in Boston. You have no idea how many fights you avoided.
Honestly.
you're just going to be in fights every day, and now you're here. Did you major in aquatic cremation?
I did not. I majored in philosophy.
That's good.
That's a great.
That's the right field, isn't it? You also worked in the film finance. Any projects that you worked on that we would know about?
Yeah, I mean, I worked for MRC Studios. I mean, they were like behind the Bruno movie and what was the Kevin Spacey political one on Netflix that was
House of Cards?
House of Cards. So they were that. They've done a lot of cool stuff.
I loved House of Cards. Then he had to go and just grope a couple young dudes, and then the show just went to shit.
Right.
You did that years before.
Well, okay, whatever. Listen, I don't know all the details of the allegations. All I know is that I bought a water rower because of Kevin Spacey's character on House of Cards.
There you go.
I just like that he hate rode at night in his basement in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
All right, explain to me what water cremation is, because I've got a lot of questions about it.
It's a big metal chamber that fills with water and a little bit of alkali.
What's a little bit?
5% versus 95% water. And so in the Earth's crust, you got 2.5% potassium. So our chemical is potassium hydroxide, so we have 5%. So we're basically doing the same process or a similar process that happens when you bury somebody, but we're speeding it up. So it winds up taking 4 to 6 hours for you to wind up with the same bones that you get at the end of a flame cremation.
How big of a metal chamber?
Like person height plus a few feet, and then...
Could you put Shaq in there?
You could put Shaq in there.
Will you put Shaq in there?
If Shaq wants to come, we'll put Shaq in there. I mean, we've had people up to 350 pounds in there.
And it fills, the entire thing fills. It's not just like you're floating in it, like it's...
Right. Well, at various phases of the process, it's more and less full because the sprinkle comes in and eventually it gets pretty full.
It takes 4 to 6 hours for this to happen?
Yeah.
What actually happens?
Okay. There are a few cycles of filling with the water and the solution. So it's, the 95% water, 5% alkali. It's going to fill a little bit. It's going to heat a little bit. It's going to pressurize. Then things start to happen. Really, it breaks down the soft tissue in the body. So you're left with the same bones you get from a flame cremation. Once it goes through the first cycle, that does most of the work. Then it empties out, drains.
How long does that take? First cycle?
Well, really, most of that 4 to 6 hours is getting the pressure up, getting the heat up, and then getting the water filled.
What kind of heat are we getting to?
Like 300 degrees, which is hot, but in a flame cremation, you're talking 1,600 to 2,000 degrees.
By the way, do you guys peek in at 4 hours and go, oh, this one needs another 2 hours?
You can't peek in.
Dense.
The door on the thing is, so our machine is manufactured by a company in Leeds, England. It's called the Leeds Bradford Boiler Company. They make the door on the British nuclear sub. So with the door that we have on the machine, it's the same door you'd find on a British nuclear sub.
Does it have, what kind
It's got the...
Oh, that's fun.
No, it doesn't have the thing, but it's got like, it's round and it's got the bolts and
Big hinges?
Yeah.
Is it heavy?
Oh my God, it's really heavy. I need to put force to open it and close it.
So you're hands-on. Have you done this?
I'm not a funeral director. I've been there for it. I've helped a funeral director do it.
But you know the equipment. All right.
Yeah.
You've never shoved a body in there.
Not myself.
How do they put the body in?
On a tray with rollers.
Okay. That makes more sense than what I was.
What were you thinking?
I was just thinking he's like weekend
at that documentary,
shoving them in. No. All right. How quickly, when a body comes in, do they get into the dunk tank?
Well, they gotta. Okay, so they gotta go
through the dunk tank.
We don't call it the dunk tank.
Oh, that's
a good name for it.
Seems like a good name for it.
You shouldn't use it, but
I mean, if you allowed family members to throw a ball at it with a little circle next to it,
puts it in
before they plunge in. I'm just looking at making this a fun experience for people. It doesn't have to be so depressing.
The water squirt thing in the clown's mouth and kind of blow. There's a lot of things you could do with this on the road.
Stop taking this is serious stuff. All right, back to this question of how long from when they come in to them being in the tank.
It could be next day or a couple days later if the medical examiner signs off really quickly and the physician signs off really quickly. But those are the things we're usually waiting for. So there's someone at the state, the physician needs to sign off. Whoever's the treating physician, the medical examiner needs to decline to do an autopsy. And then the state has to give you the medical examiner the approval.
Have you ever had one just in the freezer that you just haven't gotten around to?
No, eventually everyone gets gotten around to.
Are people allowed, much like dropping off a baby at a fire station? Can people just drop a body off out front?
No, please don't.
I mean, it just seems like a convenient place. I love appearing like I put effort into looking stylish without stressing. That's why I have a personal stylist. But it's also why my stylist, Carrie, shops for me at Revolve Men. Carrie doesn't want to overthink it or spend too much time scrolling. She just wants great finds that I then have to pay for. It's a nice little system. She shops for me at Revolve Man, which is exciting because my wife always shops at Revolve. And now finally, Revolve has a man store. I'm a man.
You're a man.
Thanks, Revolve. With Revolve Man, you aren't scrolling through thousands of uncurated options. Everything's styled so you can see how it all works together. They're not just showing you stock product photos on a white background. They're giving you the whole outfit. And on top of all that, there's fast shipping and easy returns. So what are you waiting for, guys? Here we go. Whether it's a big night out or a wedding or a trip, or you just need something last minute that actually works, Revolve Man always has it. Go to revolve.com/Tosh to shop and use code TOSH for 15% off your order. Free 2-day shipping and easy returns. It just makes everything easier. That's revolve.com/Tosh. Use code TOSH for 15% off your entire order. Offer ends soon. Don't sleep on it. The breakdown, the body, what does the water look like at the end?
Depends, how clear it is, depends on the person. Kind of like beer.
You put them in completely naked?
They get a shroud that's like biodegradable for privacy, and yeah, they go in that shroud.
I bought my father-in-law these vanishing, it's a bathing suit that disappears when it gets into water.
Probably okay.
It was a prank joke. And he put him in the jacuzzi. And we're all in the jacuzzi. Next thing you know, he just starts realizing that everything's floating away. And I tell you what, we couldn't have been more tickled. We were howling. My son was in there.
It's so
and
funny.
he was like, what is happening? And I'm like, we bought you some joke bathing suit. It disappears in the water. Oh, it was the best $5 or $10 from Amazon. Anyway.
$10?
Maybe it was 15. I don't know.
That's a great...
It was just, we were just howling. My son and I were just crying. And as he's like, well, get me a towel. He's just in there. Anyway. What about jewelry? Do they wear they want to be buried in their ring?
I think you could go in a ring, but you'd want to retrieve that after. So
no,
huh?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not taking that vow to the afterlife.
Good point.
I'm a free man. Are you from a line of people that were in this business? How do you stumble into this world?
I'm unusual being in this world and not being from a line of people who are in it.
Because funeral
Right.
record, all of them, they're just generational. They all do this stuff.
Not all, but a lot.
Okay.
So I volunteer at a grief camp for kids who've lost parents and siblings. It's called Comfort Zone Camp.
Okay.
We rent out sleepaway camps when they're not in session. We do a Friday to a Sunday. Every big is paired to a little, so I'm assigned to a kid for the weekend. And it's like half sleepaway camp and half group therapy. So in the group therapy part, I've heard kids say, I didn't like that mom, dad, brother, sister was burned. And so then I heard about this technology and I was like, okay, this actually could help families grieve better because to some, this is going to feel like a more gentle treatment of the body.
And from that, you were like,
well, that's not the whole story. So yeah, from that, I was like, okay, this is really interesting. And for lack of a better description, I've been like a serial entrepreneur. So I've built a few different companies and
all of them huge successes?
No.
What's your rate?
Like 1 out of 3.
Okay. Hey, I mean, that seems pretty incredible too.
Like moderate success.
I know.
So I was looking for what to do next. And I knew that I wanted something that wasn't going to get put out of business by AI. And this checked that box. Then I started researching it with my now business partner and we liked each other a lot. She's been the best business partner I've ever had. And we called around to all the funeral homes in the country that were already doing this, talked to them, got the story, and it just started to feel like the right choice. So it took like 3 months for us to actually say, all right, we're going to do this.
How many locations? You have one?
We have one, but we serve the whole state of Florida. Eventually we'll have more locations throughout the state, but right now we've done everywhere, Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Key West, like all
Could
all around
somebody in a state that doesn't have this service have their body shipped there?
Yeah.
Is that expensive to ship a body?
Like $1,000.
Just so you know where I'm at, okay? I rant about this on stage constantly. If anybody comes to my show, which we really should, I'm just a huge believer in cremation. And I'll do water. I don't care. I just recently flipped my parents, who are on death's door. They don't know it, but it's got to be. And they're like, okay, you can have us cremated. So we're going to do it. And they're in Florida. Maybe I'll have them come visit the place. It's kind of nice to see where you're going to end up.
We love giving tours.
Do people actually want to see it before they sign up
Yeah,
for it?
a lot of people do.
That's
I
good
guess
stuff.
so, yeah.
And what's the benefit of this versus traditional flame? I don't think we should call the other one flame cremation. I think they just get cremation.
We usually say traditional flame cremation, but you can say cremation. People know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I first heard about it, I thought, okay, this is an environmental thing, which it is. It's 90% less carbon footprint. It's a lot better for the environment than a cremation.
What do I care? I'm dead.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, well, if that's your attitude, it really doesn't matter, and you should do, the bargain basement thing.
Is it more expensive?
It's about the same as kind of a mid to higher end cremation. We started about $3,000.
Why are some cremations more expensive than others?
It's like buying a used car. It's like whosever door you walk into. You can find what's called a direct cremation for under $1,000. By the time you get out the door, maybe it's $1,100, $1,200.
That's bargain basement cremation is about $1,000 to $1,200.
And that answer is different in some states. It really,
okay, I'm not holding you to that.
That range.
What's it cost to be buried in a box? Do you know this?
Yeah. So, and again, varies widely.
Of course.
But if you want to be buried in a box with no services, so direct burial, it's probably a couple thousand more than a cremation. You can probably find it for $3,000, $4,000, depending on where you are.
I've always said cremation financially made the most sense, but I never actually even looked it up for 1 second.
Now you know.
Okay.
But usually the burial comes with the service, right? Like very few people get a direct burial.
Well, yeah, the service cost money too?
Oh, the service costs a ton. The service is like usually more than the disposition is the
I don't
term.
want the service. Oh, good grief. Do you guys do a viewing before?
You can.
Do you guys? That's
Not
an
everybody,
option?
but it's an option.
Okay, it's an
You got to
option.
offer the option. People
And
want to say goodbye.
What do you put them in?
You put them in kind of a thing that looks kind of like a casket, and you dress it up. You put like some linen in there to make it nice and make it
It's
presentable.
the same box though for everybody?
It can be, but it's cleaned out. It's
Well, I mean,
whatever linen's
I'm not
in there is
implying that it's
laundered.
dirty,
Fresh
but
linens?
I'm saying that's the casket that your viewing casket.
Yeah, it's the viewing casket.
What's the machine cost?
Machine's expensive.
I know. I'm sure it's a bazillion dollars. I want to know.
A little over $400,000.
Yay. How much for the ingredients?
The ingredients aren't too bad. It winds up costing us a few $100s, but that includes the energy cost and everything. I mean, we get shipments of the ingredients every so often. The shipment costs about $2,000.
Is it dangerous handling it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is a scary job then.
But we make sure we have people who are who know how to handle it, and then we have these holding tanks for it that they get pumped into, and once it's in the holding tank, it never comes into contact with anyone.
And all of this water just goes right back into the Everglades?
Okay, so there are a couple things that can happen with we call it effluent, with the water that is left after. It can be treated like any household water, but before we send it to the municipal water system, and that's not something you end up drinking, or it gets treated like other wastewater. Before that, we neutralize it. So, on the pH scale, we wind up with a really high pH, and then we bring it back down by using another additive that brings the pH back down. So then we release it. The thing that we're really working toward is, it turns out the effluent makes a great fertilizer.
Okay.
So again, not going to put in the food supply, but for other uses, we really want to be able to tell our families that that's where that's going.
Here's what I want to do. I want to take a bath in my mom at the end. How's that? How's that for her final wish? I'll call her right now and ask her if she'll sign off on this. Can we keep the water?
You can keep the water. We've had some families ask us for it, and they put it in the garden out back. So we give them instructions, but
you can keep the water. Oh, I'm gonna take a bath in my mom. That is her nightmare. Oh, she'll be so mad at me.
We would advise against it.
Well, sure, you're gonna advise against that, but you can't stop me. It's Florida. I want to bathe in my mom. You're gonna let me. How easy is it to clean this machine after each use?
If the machine's working correctly, which it usually is, it's pretty easy.
Does it get all gunked up at any point?
Not when it's working correctly. There have been a few times where it got a little gunked up.
And what do? Bang the side of it real hard?
There's like you spray it with a hose. You spray it because it's stainless steel inside. So it's like, and that's one of the nice things about it compared to flame cremation, where there's a lot of remnants left in from whoever was in there before. With ours, it's totally cleaned out in between cycles.
Traditional cremation. Is it true that they grind up the bones in like a big old blender at the end?
Yeah. And we do too,
Okay.
in fairness.
So are you left with an intact skeleton or no?
So it doesn't look like, all the pieces aren't in place because they float around.
They float around. They're not held
you
together.
can be like, yeah, that's a collarbone. That's a femur.
You can't keep human remains though, can you?
Well, what do you mean by that? Because
Like if I want to keep my mom's skull.
I think you could. Yeah, you could.
In Florida? Man, Florida, you can do anything in Florida.
I think you could.
I don't want my mom's skull for the
People
record.
could want the bones. We'll give them the bones back, I think. Check with our lawyer, but yeah.
Also, the bone chunks are a little bigger than you're ready for.
Right. And that's a big difference between what we do and flame cremation because you don't get any bone chunks. It's all fine white powder that's just pure calcium phosphate from the bone.
Well, with the grinding of the bones, how come you're not because they grind the bones in the flame cremation.
Yeah. But
they're not leaving it in as long?
What they're left with, there's still some other remnants of other things, and what we're left with is just kind of pure and brittler.
How large? How much ash? Do we call it ash?
You can call it ash. People in the profession would prefer that you call it cremated remains, but
okay, remains.
Yeah.
How large are the remains at the end of your process?
So it's like 20 to 30% more than you get from a flame cremation.
Oh, nobody wants more here. We want less.
Well, you can do different stuff with it if you want. You can scatter it, then you don't have to take care of it.
Oh God,
different stuff with
all
it.
the things you have to do with the ashes or the remains. How big of it is this? I want to know. I want a size. Is shoebox full? More.
Yeah, like a little more. Well, it depends how big you are. If you're
how big my shoes are? Size 12.
Like a U-size person, maybe a big shoebox.
A big shoebox full of remains.
Yeah.
Are you guys able to do multiple at the same time?
No.
Okay. Just why? Because of
laws.
The laws don't let them.
Laws.
Yeah.
But we can take their ashes and mix them together at the end.
Sure. With the one exception of, and this gets really sad, but like if it were, a mother and infant daughter or something, there's a form you can fill out for that. There's a process for it, but no.
I mean, you had to make it horribly sad. Like, what about two old people laying in bed together holding hands? You can't.
Nah, I can't do it.
What's the square footage of your business there?
It's like 2,500 feet.
And is it in like a regular area? Like is it in a strip mall? Where is this location?
Well, again, zoning's important. So because when they wrote the regulations for us, even in Florida, we're regulated the same as a flame crematory. So that limits where we can be. It's got to be a pretty industrial area. So we're in the town of Mangonia Park, which is just north of West Palm Beach.
Do you have like refrigerators there for bodies?
There's we call it a cooler.
How many can you hold in there?
If we really stacked them in, I think you could probably hold like 40 or so.
Well, how do you choose artwork for the front office?
We actually debated this a lot.
I love this is great.
This would be my biggest concern.
We wanted it to be water themed, right? So it's like,
okay,
so
no-brainer.
The company's called Gentle Water, so it's gentle water, and we wanted things that were gentle in water.
Is it gentle? I mean, it seems like it's...
Okay, look, if you go in it, it's not too gentle, but compared to other methods of disposition, a lot of people perceive it as being more gentle. And if you think about what happens to a body in anything you do after death, it's going to be unpleasant. Even burial, like if we went into the details of what happens to a body, it gets pretty gross.
Well, if you're giving me the options of do you want to be buried in dirt or burned or water, water's the no-brainer just on the optics. I want to do a like a Neapolitan style. I'm going to do all three: water, fire, land. Okay? Chop me up how you see fit.
Might be the first person to ever do that. That'd be cool.
Well, but first, I want a weekend with the necrophiliacs. Why not?
A weekend.
Those are my wishes.
What's that?
I said, those are my wishes.
It's in writing. You must honor. Are you going to be cremated?
Yeah.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Have you thought about it? Is it in writing anywhere?
Actually, it's not in writing. You need to put it in writing.
I'm going to be cremated for 100%. You? What are you doing, Ed?
Stuffed.
Ugh. Ed's going to be stuffed. That makes no sense, Ed. Talk about the red tape you encountered when you tried to start water cremation here in California.
California passed the law making water cremation legal in 2017. It went into effect in 2020. But in 2020, and I was trying to get this started back then, we sort of said, okay, we're going to set up shop. We start contacting the various state bureaucracies that we have to. And they're like, okay, well, I see that the state wrote the law, but we've never heard of you. So this is like the Department of Public Health and the Air Quality Commission, and it just made it really hard for us to try and open here. Add that on top of the cost of real estate here, and especially because for what we're doing, it was zoned very specifically, so there were only a few places where we could do it. It just made it really, really undesirable to keep trying here. And I grew up in Florida. I understood the Florida market. I also thought this would do well in Florida, so we just decided to move it to Florida.
And Florida's lawless. So was it easy going there?
So, okay, this is shocking. Florida was the first state in the union to have water cremation, to have a retail operation doing this. There was a cemetery and funeral home that started doing it in like 2011, I think. They had already cleared the way for us, but they got bought by a big company that wanted them not for the water cremation, but for their crematory and their cemetery. So they got rid of water cremation. So nobody was doing it in the state, but the state was ready for it, and they understood how to, file all the paperwork, and it got received right. So
I mean, you can just throw them in the Everglades too.
Some people do that.
Yeah. I want to say that one of the most beautiful funerals that I was a part of was a cremation, and it was in a ceramic of some sort, and they took the top off, they threw it in, it was clear water in the Bahamas or somewhere out in South Florida, and just watching as the vase went down and the ashes were spiraling, it was actually beautiful. And I really remember it. I'm like, oh, that's not the worst way. Do you love the scene in The Big Lebowski when the ashes blow in his face?
Yes.
It's so good.
And
That's right up the street at Leo Carrillo.
I know.
Oh, it's so good.
When my grandfather passed away like 15 years ago, we went to spread his ashes, and I learned that you shouldn't stand upwind of doing that, and got some on my legs. But
because it's like
wasn't
a
as bad as
fine
the Big
dust,
Lebowski.
but yeah, it is. How many bodies a year are you liquefying?
So we've been open 2 years. We just crossed 100.
How did you celebrate your 100th?
We didn't do much to celebrate.
Is this legal in all 50 states?
No, it's legal in about 30 states. It's becoming legal state by state.
Are you planning to expand beyond Florida?
Yeah. Which
I think this is a no-brainer, guys. I'm like, this makes all the sense in the world to me. Is insurance cover any of this?
So there are two ways you can buy disposition services. You can do at need and you can do pre-need. So pre-need is coming in and making arrangements so, your loved ones don't have to think about it after you're gone. And there are two ways you can do pre-need. You can do it with insurance or with a trust. So you can put the money in trust, or you can buy an insurance policy that when you die, it pays out.
That's what I should do for my kids. Instead of buying them college, just take them here and say, listen, this is where it ends.
You're going here eventually.
And I'm going to pay for it. You're welcome. It's all. Get back in the car now. By the way, cemeteries. Are people still buying plots for people in cemeteries with human remains that seems like the biggest waste of money.
A lot fewer than they used to. I think it was like 15 years ago, it was 80-20 burial to cremation. Now it's 63% of people in the U.S. are getting cremated, and it's gonna go higher than that.
Steve, you're gonna get me to. I'm gonna get it to 90% before I'm done.
Nice.
Before I'm done, for sure. It's just so dumb. Who wants to put a body in the ground? Did you like it when The Undertaker, the wrestler, would throw ashes in some of his opponents' faces?
I was
Is
more
that
of
what
a
he did, Pete?
It was Paul Bearer who would do that.
Paul Bearer.
Oh, Paul Bearer.
Paul Bearer. I was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat guy, but I don't like.
Pete's our wrestling guru,
Okay.
but you're saying it wasn't The Undertaker. Paul Bearer was his sidekick or something.
Yeah, his manager.
His
He was
manager, and he
carrying
would
the
throw
ashes.
remains in people's faces. That's not good.
That's a good manager.
Yeah, did what he had to.
Everybody that's on the show gets gifts. It's just stuff that I found around my house, just junk. Some of the stuff that I wanted to bring for you, because I know that you just had a baby, is I wanted to get rid of a lot of the books that we have in our house. Do you like these books that always have the thing in them?
We haven't gotten to those yet, but yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, you're going to love them. No, you're going to. And we got a bunch of this. Look at this. Bonus Diaz. All of
Nice.
our books are woke. So, Global Babies, Global Boys. They're just, what is this? The Little Scientist. You're going to love all these things.
This is great.
Look at this. I look up to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Look, a skin again. Oh, my goodness. General Relativity. That's a page turner.
General relativity.
Oh, this is the household I live in, guys. Oh, anyway. Oh, we got a bunch of books. We're going to give you these books. Now that,
Oh my God.
you just need these. I usually just show my kid, bring a trailer, and we look at cars. And then I'm like, all right, you're ready for bed. Here, let's see. Put
Thanks.
Get on the floor.
Yeah.
Your daughter's too young for this, okay? But
Oh my God.
every girl needs a pink Jeep. Now she's too young for a Jeep now, but she's going to need one eventually. And this one's brand new because the company Garvey they screwed me, and I fucking got mad, and I just ordered another one on Amazon. But whatever, I hate them. But let me tell you something. Those things aren't bad when you have the remote control. You kind of just go for walks with them, and you feel like you're just driving a remote control car. It's kind of enjoyable. Yeah. Anyway.
Can she drive, like when she gets older, can she drive it herself?
Yes, of course.
That's terrifying, and I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Do you ever go to Erewhon?
Rarely.
It's expensive.
Very.
Okay. But the people that go there are so beautiful. It's fun to look at them. I get Erewhon delivered a lot of times. And my wife, I don't know if you know, but they comes in the glass jars, a lot of the stuff. And they give you $2 to $5 if you return them. Okay? But I don't live on the other side of the hill.
See where this is going.
You do. Okay. So.
This is so generous.
Here's the thing. You say, well, why didn't you just get rid of them? No, I can't. I know where I came from. I know that I'm fortunate now, but I won't bring these back in because I'm too like, oh, look, what if somebody recognized me like, oh, there's comedian Daniel Tosh. I need somebody else to do it.
I guess when you're famous, you need an Erewhon returner guy.
And I don't have one. I'm not famous enough to have one. But I'm frugal enough to know that someone should cash this in because it's worth so much money.
This is adding up.
Don't you let them lowball you. All right, get that off my desk,
Get top
please.
dollar.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, good. You do have a bag. Great.
Oh, good, you do have a bag.
You don't just want to lose weight, you want to look better and feel better. That's why Weight Loss by Hims now offers access to the FDA-approved Wegovy pill and the FDA-approved Wegovy pen. Wegovy is designed to help you lose weight and keep it off so you can stay on track with your goals. Through Hims, everything happens online. You'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door. No insurance necessary. And it doesn't just stop there. Hims makes hitting your goals seamless by offering access to 24/7 messaging with your care team and in-app lifestyle nutrition support like recipes, meal plans, fitness videos, sleep content, and more. Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/Tosh to get personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's HIMS.com/Tosh, hims.com/Tosh. Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com. You you brought something for me to
I
look
brought
at?
some things. Okay, so you can choose your own adventure. I brought gifts for you, and I brought show and tell.
Show and tell.
Show and tell. Okay.
We like to call it share day at our house.
All right. So we talked about how the ashes, the cremated remains, are different with
that's
what
an
we do.
salt
So
shaker.
this is a bit of my business partner's mother-in-law, Lovejoy, and
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's human remains?
that's human remains.
We've never had human remains on our table.
I think it's illegal.
And now they'll never leave.
I mean, how are you not putting holes in the top of this and just
Yeah.
putting it on your table at home and just watching
Just sneak it
people?
into any restaurant and just leave it.
Wait, now, okay, so your business partner obviously is okay with you having these.
Her mother-in-law was okay with us having these. She
Being able to
wound up
show.
being our first case.
So that's what they leave with.
So they leave with a lot more of it,
yeah.
but if you compare this to anyone who's seen cremated remains from a flame cremation knows that they're gray, they're singed, they're
gray.
chunky.
They're
Yeah.
gray. It's not. This is
Pure
white.
So when people in our profession see this, they're like, wow, that's beautiful. And that this is actually something that sways a lot of people in the profession who are not sure about it.
I mean, this is all I want. I don't want a shoebox full of this. I want this, but fine, I got this.
What's remaining? Like, as far as like, could you test for DNA to?
There's no DNA in that.
So if somebody found that and tested it in a lab, would they know what it is?
It's calcium phosphate. So yeah.
That wasn't the gift. Oh, thank goodness.
No,
Here's an hourglass.
No, you can't keep these.
Oh, an hourglass. People put them into
You could do an hourglass.
Eddie, good one.
We should keep an hourglass in stock. Okay, so another thing about water cremation that's different from a flame cremation is at a flame cremation, stuff melts because it's such high temperature. With us, if you have implants and things, they come out polished. So this is a hip.
Wow.
And we're able to recycle things like this.
This was a hip?
This was a hip.
I mean, at this point, this was in someone?
Uh-huh.
Why was this hip so heavy? You'd think the hip would be like some like something way less solid. That is bonkers that I'm holding it. I can't stop holding it though. All right, thank you. Thanks for letting me
Again,
see
not a
that.
gift, but
By the way, so you had to come. That's your logo
That's
for
our
Gentle
logo.
Water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, isn't that weird that you have to come up with all this stuff?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then you have bags made.
yeah,
What are the bags for? Just for this stuff?
yeah.
How many different size
Well, like,
bags do you have
sometimes,
at your?
Sometimes we'll go around to hospices and hospitals and like bring them goodie bags and say thank you for the work that you do, and here's
Are
some
you
like
trying
candy
to
and
constantly lure people a business? Are you?
well, it's a business.
I
I mean,
know.
we want people to know about it.
So what? I'm saying at the hospital, are you trying to drum up business?
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Well,
So-
yes, there are a lot of things about being in this business that are bizarre. But
I mean, I like it, but I just know that I've always, thought the other versions were stupid. So
our biggest challenge is people don't know about this. We want people to know they
Well,
have the option, and so
I'm certainly not going to look at that bag and go, "Oh, Gentle Water."
Yeah, no,
that looks
but
like a place to get a candle, not to fucking have grandma's hip come floating out.
yeah, I don't think we were trying to get anyone to do it from the bag.
What else? Is there
All right,
anything else in
so,
there?
yeah, there are a couple other things. So
Oh, this is good. This is good show and tell. I like
So-
By the way, I love show and tell. That should be what guests do. No, I don't need the gifts.
so
I
this is
like
a
show and-
pacemaker.
That's a pacemaker.
And sometimes they come out still beeping.
What?
This one's not beeping.
How
anymore,
is a
but
pacemaker surviving 300-degree
the
water and
pressurization,
they're made to last inside a body for a long time, so they got to be pretty durable.
well, okay, but nobody's body's going to 300.
So in a flame cremation, you're supposed to surgically remove pacemakers beforehand.
No, that's got to be a
because
cost.
the battery would explode. It doesn't always explode, but it can explode in the, they call it a retort, but it's the oven.
Okay, but if you're telling me I get to be a surgeon, I don't feel like there's a lot of credentials to be a surgeon for dead people. That I could pull off. You're telling me, hey,
You
get
could
that
remove a
pacemaker out.
Yeah, I believe you could.
I could do that. I mean, I was just thinking about in general. You say surgery. It's not really surgery. You're just cutting and ripping at this point.
We've always had
The ripping and the
licensed
tearing.
oh God, I know that reference. We've always had licensed people do it. And then the last thing, you'll know what this is.
This is a breast implant,
Mhm.
huh? Yeah, of course I know that. Oh, that's a stress reliever.
And it comes out.
So yeah, it comes out. It comes out like that.
What? How
That's
does
crazy.
that
That
not
doesn't
melt?
It doesn't melt.
Was that a C?
I don't know what she was. It all depends on what she had
Right.
before.
Gotcha.
Or he. Remember that one guy that got those boobs for a year? That
Mhm.
gambler, just to be funny in
Yeah.
Vegas? Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I don't know what would come out of me. I got a lot of mesh in my body from some surgeries of
Right.
hernias, but I think the mesh gets destroyed maybe.
No, the mesh, you can see the mesh. The mesh comes out on the tray and we just sort it out.
This was all one person, huh? What a life she had.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this was from Lovejoy. I think this was someone else.
That's very funny.
By the way, get these bodies parts off my desk. Holy cow! I've never had so many crazy things on this desk.
So I know you like to surf. So here's an urn that we had made with,
Oh, look at this.
it kind of looks like water.
Yeah, I know what it is.
So we had a few of these made by a
What else?
local
My
artist.
desk.
Oh
Jeez.
no, did I?
No,
it's
but
fine.
it's-
It's fine.
This is a real urn?
It's a real urn. And
How do you open it?
the bottom thing slides out. You got to pull kind of hard. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm. She's empty.
Yep.
Just making sure.
Love.
So is this going to be my urn?
It could be. It could also just store candy in it.
No,
like
no. I've. You're not going to believe this, but I've always said, and I mean by always, I mean for at least 20 years, that I was going to buy my urn and just have it in the house, just so that I could always walk by. I'm like, one day I'm going to be inside of that thing. Because you always do things like, oh, one day my kids are going to be old, and then boom, they're old. So to know that I'll one day be inside is, I don't know. That's a strong commitment. I mean, I like it. Seems so big.
You hold on to it.
Well, look, I have another option for you.
Oh, geez, two urns.
So this one,
This is the best.
because I know you like to get out on the ocean, and so this one actually is what it dissolves in the water. You float it in the water.
Okay, it's like my grandpa's
And-
shorts.
Yeah.
That's where Greg
What?
goes.
My shorts. What?
What?
That's where Greg goes.
That's Greg's bathing suit.
Yeah.
This dissolves in the water. I mean, I like the idea of dissolved. I'd probably like the dissolve. I might pop the flour off before I drop it.
And then you also got this
A fucking
soup spoon for some
miso
reason.
spoon.
Yeah, miso spoon. I don't know.
For what? Why do I need this miso spoon?
The
Oh, maybe
ashes?
like if you want to shovel some out for some other things. I got it.
Yeah.
This is so fun. This is real neat. I got real death stuff here. Just twisted. I don't know which I'm going to go with. There's 100% chance no matter what I want to do, it's not going to be what actually happens. Truthfully, I don't care what happens. But I like, this is a fun thing to come home.
Okay, and then last thing,
Oh, geez, there's more.
there's one more thing.
But there's Eddie, you get whatever urn I'm not using.
Okay. Just like that.
Okay, so at Comfort Zone Camp, when kids do something that's like taking a safe risk, we have this thing where other kids or big buddies will present them with a pin. We call it a pin-worthy moment.
Uh-huh.
So, today you had me on the show and talked about a subject that's not always comfortable for people. So I want to present you with this pin.
Nice.
That's from Comfort Zone Camp.
Comfort Zone Camp. That's
Yeah.
nice. By the way, are some of these kids completely like displaced or no?
What do you mean completely displaced?
Like no longer parents in the picture at
Yeah.
all? And do you guys do stuff like that? They work with finding new family, things like that through the camp or no?
I'm kind of on the California committee that's trying to grow the camp. So we're doing a lot of outreach with all kinds of service organizations and with therapists and school districts to find families that could need it. Because, we give kids who at school, you're the kid whose mom or brother, sister, father died, and that's how people know you. At camp, you come, you're like any other kid. You get language for dealing with things that are going on. You get good coping mechanisms, and it's a beautiful place. So,
do you become desensitized to death because of this and your social work? Let's be clear. It's all, a lot.
I'd just say spending, at least for me, spending time around it and doing the volunteer work makes me appreciate things in my life more. I think a lot of the things that I took for granted before or that I would just not think as much about, I just take time to appreciate the people I love and the relationships I have with them. Because at camp, you hear about kids going through some terrible stuff, all kinds of different terrible stuff. And so it just makes you think about how lucky you are.
I've always been very comfortable talking about death, and it's because my mother worked in the ER and she was just morbid as all get out, to this day still very much. But I used to say to my wife before we had children, I would say well, I don't know if I want to have kids because what if something horrific happened? And I said, to accept that that's the worst thing you could go through as a human, I don't know if I want to even roll the dice on even knowing that it's such a long shot. And she's like, that's absurd that this is your take on why or why not. Now, granted, I lost the war there and we have children and I love it, but I know it's still in the back of my head every day where I'm like, this sunny day could just all be destroyed forever.
It's constantly in my mind and more than I thought it would be before having my daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah. Steve, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks so much, Daniel.
Okay. Tosh Show. I want to thank Steve for being on the show and giving me some nice gifts to regift. Carl, I never asked you, do you want to be cremated or buried? You're not going to answer me. What do you want, Carl? Okay. You think about it.
Impressed.
You think about it and you get back to me. You're in great health and you're young. We used to bury dogs as a kid. My parents, they'd just bury them in our backyard. Dig a hole really close to the house.
Yep. Way too close.
I mean, I remember one right like I'm pretty sure the basketball goal, which by the way, multiple homes that I've lived at as a child had basketball goals over yard.
Just like Hickory, Indiana.
Playing dirt ball.
You just sat there.
You can't learn to break people's ankles when you have grass. All right, let's go. Let's do these plugs. Patreon.com/Tosh Show for your unedited, completely raw Tosh takes. My first farewell tour. Guys, Eddie and I are heading up to the Northeast
Yeah, we are.
in June. And when I say that I'm excited about getting to Hershey, Pennsylvania, to take my son to the water park, woo! You coming to the water park, Ed?
Yeah, I'm come.
You will?
I'll pack.
You'll what?
I'm going to pack for it.
All right.
Didn't know
Pete,
we're-
you going to the water park with me?
Yeah, I'll bring my trunks.
Atta boy. My son's never been to a proper water park,
That's great.
so we're gonna do it. Water parks are disgusting.
I used to work at one.
Did you?
I was a cook at Splash Town in San Antonio, Texas.
Splashdown. That's weird because in San Antonio you got Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn's north.
Whatever. It's still fucking San Antonio. Don't you give me credit for
But
pulling
you're very
that.
close.
Schlitterbahn. You ever been to Schlitterbahn, anybody?
Never.
Schlitterbahn's
Schlitterbahn
really
is one of the
cool.
best water parks in the world.
Yeah, it's great.
And when you talk about it, you got to talk real quick.
Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn. Nate Bergazzi, he's wants to open up an amusement park. Am I stealing his idea if I open a water park?
No.
Well, I'm going to find out where he's going to open his amusement park, and I'm going to open a water park just nearby.
Yeah.
But at my water park, there's going to be signs with profanity written all over it.
You must be this fucking tall.
Yeah. Don't fucking run, dipshits.
Lose that fucking top.
You piss in my pool, I'll piss in your fucking car.
Don't worry, we got chemicals for it.
Fuck your mom.
Shit away.
Yeah, the reason I would do that is just so that our markets,
There's no crossover.
right? There's no crossover.
Not taken from each other.
You're not stealing from each other's business.
Yeah.
There's a different clientele coming to my gross water park.
It's actually goddamn polite of you.
All right, what else is there? ToshShowStore.com.
Right?
We should sell a shirt with Carl's eyes closed. He's always falling asleep in here. You know he's got another podcast now?
Carl does?
Yeah.
What is this?
Him and Chris Hardwick.
Oh, okay. What do they talk about?
What do they talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Game shows?
How good things used to be. All right, hit the music.
Chris and Carl.
They love me not. Let's hear it, Ed.
This is from Matt Dog. All right, Daniel, thank you for the great entertainment. Your podcast has helped me through some very dark days. Can't thank you enough.
Oh, well, I mean, you can thank me. There's more things you could do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, make sure you get you and all your friends and family to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Patreon's not going to pay for itself.
Right. Some 5-star reviews.
Some 5-star reviews. There's a lot of ways you could thank me. Enough.
Mm-hmm.
Come to some live shows. Not every year, but once a decade would be nice. But yeah.
Once a decade.
Some dark. What kind of dark times are we talking about? You talking about like the depths of despair, or just like, I got a case of the Mondays?
Yeah.
We talking about like I'm fully addicted to heroin and I'm sucking off my wife's brother?
And then he put the podcast on and he's better.
Right. Or are you talking about like, I don't like my job?
Yeah, it's big.
Dark days it's hard to interpret that. You're talking about like you got like cancer and the doctor says 3 to 6 months max? Or are you saying, you lost your taste buds for a week when you had COVID fucking 5 years ago?
Dark days.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You went to your niece's birthday party and 3 kids drowned. Or are you talking just, run of the mill. I got a flat tire on my way home from my stable job. You talking like...
Go to the Patreon for the rest of these.
Let me tell you
Keep
something.
Going, keep going.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I was channeling deleted scenes from a Robin Williams movie. All right. Was that it?
That's
that a love? That was on the They Love Me?
They love you.
No, I was a depressing They Love Me, Ed.
Well, you know.
I can't wait to hear They Love Me Not.
This is from PD FICO. Wow, 45,000 views in 24 hours. Careful, you might break the internet. You suck.
I mean, I like the comment just because they wrote at the end, you suck.
Yeah.
You suck.
You suck.
I'm not trying to break the internet. 45,000 views in 1 hour. Is that what he said?
24 hours.
In 24 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, not even 1 hour. Yeah. Well, listen, you suck, John. See you next week.